Hello, this is Mr. Taylor with Young Engineers Today, your instructor for the 5th and 6th grade webinars. This is a recap of the webinar for September 2nd, Wednesday, September 2nd, 2015. All right, what is an engineer? Webster's Dictionary defines engineering as the practical application of science and math, as in the design of machines, vehicles, structures, roads, and systems. Essentially, engineers use math and science to improve the world. So what makes a good engineer? These three bullet points we're going to break down into smaller increments that build to them. Engineers need to be strong in math and science. There's no other way around it. All right, so the first one. Engineering is the application of math and science principles. Because of this, it is essential engineers have a strong foundation in these two subjects. All engineers, from bridge builders to chemical manufacturers, need to study hard in math or science class. But don't fret. This doesn't mean you need to be a math or science superstar. Different positions require different expertise. So there you go. Our next bullet. To solve great problems, engineers of different backgrounds must come together to combine their expertise. In order for the team to be successful, you need to be able to not just know the answer, but share it in a clear way others will be able to understand. And here's an infographic showing a breakdown in communication. Best way of putting it. Now, problem solvers who show perseverance. Our last bullet, engineers are presented with huge problems that they need to break down to manageable tasks. They are technical puzzle solvers. All great problems seem impossible when you start. Engineers must learn to work hard throughout projects and persevere through setbacks. Now, what kinds of jobs are there for engineers? There's a wide variety based on different backgrounds, topics, etc. Now, don't think of an engineer just as a guy in a hard hat. There are many different kinds of jobs, from hands-on to research to leading a team. Now, perks of the job, yes, they pay very well, and that's what we're going to look at. But at the end of the day, follow something you have a passion and interest in that does have a demand. If you can put those together along with a strong skill set, you'll find success. And just so happen, this area that if you choose does pay very well, as you can see from this, median earnings by major groups. And I'd just like to point out all of these are related to STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, all the other ones outside engineering. Here are the top 10 college majors that lead in high salaries. I just like to show you that the majority of these are engineering and the others are science and math based. Here's a satisfaction not guaranteed. Percentage of college graduates sort by major who answer satisfied or reverse satisfied to the question overall. How satisfied are you? And you can see the data from this. This was from college graduates from 1999, from 2010, almost 11,000 people were surveyed. Now, half the jobs created today are the result of technology. That's wonderful. We're having all these jobs created. But the downside is many jobs are being lost to technology. Many moons ago, we could even say 20, 30 years plus, there was a lot of jobs that you didn't need a formal training, education, prerequisites to get these jobs. Now, there are all these jobs that are created by technology where people need to have some vocational training, 2-year degree, 4-year degree, on-job training, etc., where they're repairing the technology, improving the technology, upkeep, advancing it, etc. Now, to take this further, we're going to look at low, medium, and high skills. Definition of skill groups. Or high skill, we're looking at managerial, professional, and technical applications. We'll be focused on technical. Medium skill, sales, office admin, production and operators. We'll be looking at production. Low skill, productive service, food, prep, janitorial, cleaning, personal care, and service. Now, you might be wondering, okay, why is low going up and medium is not? The investment to automate technology, robotics, etc., machinery, to do low-skilled jobs such as food preparation, there's the investment that would go into creating that technology, you're not going to get the return on it, for example. But with medium skilled jobs, you can, especially in production, where a lot of former industry, we'll use the car industry, for example. People used to make all cars basically in assembly line structures where there are people who specialize in building one section of that car. These repetitive things that are the same over and over, which are medium skill, compared to low skill, which you don't really need to have a specialty in anything, you can have basically a robot do it. Now, high skill, where you're needing technical skills, problem solving, critical thinking, math and science application, perseverance, on the spot troubleshooting, that's where high skills are coming in. And also, you'll notice there's an increase with females in the high skill areas. Now, when we look at this image, we talked about this in class, what you'll notice is that there's not many people in this. There's roughly about 4 to 5. One here. There's about 2 over here. You could say there's a person there and then another person over here. These robots are building a car. Now, like I said, Henry Ford was a big specialist in the assembly line. There were people who just build car parts, or single sections of a car part. To assemble that or work on just a single area of a car. Now you have robots doing this. So now with this, you have basically engineers, technicians, management, maintenance people. That's what's working here. Upkeep people that are working. And a great example, this is the BMW factory near Greenville, Spartanburg. If you ever get a chance, go check that out. And they do tours. But there's a lot of people working there. But they have like over 800 robots. I mean, there would be thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs, let's say in 1960. Well, that's how times have changed. Now, quickly looking at engineering versus scientific method. Here's your scientific method. Here is your engineering method. Now, this is the difference between these. I mean, one of the big ones that stand out is the challenge under scientific method. How can we prove this theory right or wrong? Engineering design. What can we create to solve this? Okay. Each year in February is Engineers Week. Then what we did is we gave some time and we did these engineering problem-solving type games. All right. I'm going to switch gears now, and we're going to go into our Google Sites. Quickly, just remember internet safety anytime you're doing things online. Don't share information about your family, relatives, or friends. Don't share your full name, address, phone numbers, or the location of your house to anyone on the internet. With this Google site that you're creating, this website for your digital portfolio, please tell your parents about it. Make your site private or give link access only. We'll be going over that tonight in this presentation. Anything on the web can be seen by someone. Notify your parents of anything questionable. That's with anything with regards to the internet. Do not put pictures of yourself on the site without your parents' permission, all right? Now, with Google Sites, you will need a Gmail account to begin, all right? The majority of you in 5th and 6th grade are using your parents' Gmails, or they set one up for you, and you can follow these steps to creating a Google account, all right? Just basically putting your information. If you need more help, you can watch this video link here. And then once you're there, go to Google Sites. All right. Here's an overview of Google Sites. You can watch that. Now, once you're in, you're going to create a site. Basically, what you're going to do is name your site. It will give you a site location. You can select your theme and make sure you're not a robot. All right. So what we'd like for you to do here at YEOT is put your first name and YEOT, and you'll notice how it fills in the site location. And then you're going to be asked to check I'm not a robot, and it's going to give you a question. For example, click all the pictures that are having peanuts in them. and you'll click all those. We recommend that you select a theme that is simple. If you select another one, we can change it later on, but simple is probably the best when we're starting. All right, Google Sites are great for creating rich web pages easily, collecting all your information in one place, such as a portfolio, because portfolios are wonderful for demonstrating your learning, your mastery, and the skills you've developed, and putting on display your projects, which is a great tool, and it shows how awesome you are. Now, when you first get there, this will be what your page will look like, and then if you notice up in the top right corner, the pencil, the page, and the gear, you can edit page, create page, and have more options. We'll get into the first two later on, but editing allows you to change font, add images, etc. on an individual page on your website. Create a page will add a different page for your website and more options or more actions. So under here, we want to go down to Manage Site. You have three major areas on this tab: Page Actions, Page Templates, and Site Actions. Some of the big ones you're going to be using is Edit Site Layout and Manage Site. So let's go to Manage Site. Now, when you go to Manage Site, you have these areas broken up into three. You have General Sharing and Permission Web Addresses 1, Themes, Colors, and Fonts, and then Recent Site Activities, Pages, Attachment, Page Templates, Add Scripts, and Delete Items. What we're going to be doing here under General, this would give you a site description if you want to put that in, if you were going to make this completely public. Kind of when you do a Google search on a website, and it gives you an overview, like a definition of what it is. That's what that is. Now, themes and colors and fonts, you can end up changing your whole site using that. But what we want to do here is go to Sharing and Permissions. When we go to sharing permissions, we want to take this off the public stage. Right now, when you make one of these Google site pages for your portfolio, or any Google site in general, it starts off as public. So we're going to click on Change right here. Okay? And when we click on that, we're going to have three options. It'll start off on public. We want to go down to off. Or anyone with a link, you don't want to do either unless you plan on giving out that link. But off, because what you can do then, when it's off, here you can just invite people. So only people that you specifically invite, all right? Such maybe as a friend, or you're applying to some type of engineering camp, you want to show off your work or something, I don't know. But you have a lot of options there, okay? Now, next class, we're going to be going into more options, edit site layout. Okay, and so some other things. All right, thank you. And this is Mr. Taylor with Young Engineers Today.